Hello, I am Ashley and I will be doing a presentation on physician assistants. I chose to do my presentation on PAs because it's what I aspire to do when I am older and I find it very interesting and I hope you guys all find it the same way. Here's a look of what physician assistants do on their day-to-day basis. What I have listed here isn't limited to what they do, but it's a good list of what their major requirements are when they walk into their job. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, PAs can provide direct patient care, take or review patients' medical histories, examine patients, order or interpret diagnostics tests. This can include X-rays or blood tests. They can diagnose a patient's injury or illness. They can give treatments such as setting broken bones and immunizing patients. They can also inform patients and their families on different information like treatments and alternatives or the purpose of a procedure, anything in that sort. And they can also prescribe medicine and record a patient's progress. Physician assistants can work in so many different places and they can also work in so many different specialties. According to the University of Pittsburgh, some specialties PAs can work in are primary care, emergency medicine, cardiology, occupational health, geriatrics, radiology, orthopedic medicine, and surgery. There are many different surgeries you can work in as a PA. Some of the locations PAs can work in according to the American Academy of Physician Associates are hospitals, medical offices, community health centers, nursing homes, retail clinics, educational facilities, and correctional institutions. This is something I love about PAs because, one, there are so many different specialties you can work in, but also so many different locations. This doesn't you require to only be limited to working into a hospital or a nursing home. How you can enter this career or profession. There's a lot to do before applying to PA school, and the first thing is going to a 4-year undergraduate program. For this, you can major in anything you would like. It doesn't have to be science related, as long as you get the required prereqs accomplished. Different graduate programs require different prereqs. You can research this and find out what different schools require for different prereqs, because different schools require different classes. Most of these are like anatomy, biology, usually a statistics class, a lot of the science classes. So like I said, you can major in anything you would like as long as you get those required prereqs accomplished. After your undergraduate program, you then go to apply to a PA program. Most PA programs vary between 2 to 2.5 years in length. Once again, this depends on the program, so it's something you should need to research. To apply, you need your undergraduate degree, a resume, which you can work on yourself as you keep going through your undergraduate, and other people can help as well. Patient care hours. The minimum most schools require are 500, but most applicants each year have a minimum of 1,500 hours or more. Patient care hours can include becoming a CNA, an EMT, working in a nursing home, a DSP, anything in that sort. You also need approximately 3 letters of recommendation. These letters can come from someone you might have internshiped for, a place of work. This can include like your CNA job, your EMT job, or you can ask your department of your major at school, which I major in health sciences, so the Department of Health Science could write me a letter of recommendation. Some schools also require the GRE test. The GRE test is a multiple choice test. It's sort of like the SATs. And this is another thing some schools require so they can get an additional understanding of your knowledge in a different aspect. They look at your overall science GPA, but they also want to see how you are overall as a student. It depends on the school if they require the GRE test, so that's also something you should research so it's not a surprise when you go to apply to PA school. And like I said, you need an overall science GPA of 3.0, but most applicants have a GPA between a 3.5 and a 3.8. So if you want a good chance of getting into PA school, you should definitely keep your GPA very high. Now, after graduating PA school, according to the National Commission for Certifying Agencies, you need to take the PANCE test, which stands for Physician Assistant National Certification Examination. You take this test after graduating PA school to become a licensed physician assistant. So if you don't pass this test, you cannot start working as a PA. A passing score is a 350 with a minimum of 200 and a maximum score of 800. The job outlook for PAs, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, physician assistant employment is supposed to grow 28% from 2021 to 2031. This is a much faster average compared to other jobs, especially in healthcare. The reason for this is because there's an abundant amount of openings because PAs are so versatile, so people are constantly switching occupations or specialties. Each year, there's about 12,700 openings for physician assistants each year. That is a lot, which means once you have graduated PA school and want to start working, there's a very good chance it won't be hard for you to find a job. Here are some things that I find interesting about PAs. I love the ability that you can work in so many different specialties. And also, along with this, you can switch your specialty whenever you want. I know for nurses it's very hard to switch your specialty once you have entered one, but PAs, it is not hard at all. You can go from emergency medicine to geriatrics to surgery, anything you would like to do. You can also prescribe medications to patients. PAs are not really assistants, even though they're called physician assistants, and this is because they are capable of doing everything a doctor can under the doctor's permission. So as long as you get the doctor's permission to go ahead and give someone medicine or anything in that sort under the doctor's permission, you are allowed to do it. You also get flexible schedules, which most of the time consists of 3 days on or 3 nights on with a 4-day off schedule. Along with this, you also get overtime offered 24/7. You can also work in surgery or assist in many different kinds of surgeries. I love this because most of the time only doctors can work in surgery, but PAs can too. Here are some links of where you can find more information on PAs. The first one is the American Academy of Physician Associates. This just gives you a general overlook of PAs. The second link is Exploring Health Careers. So this is comparing PAs to other health careers, and you can see the differences between them all. I also gave you a PA professional organization link, and then also the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, which I had used in my presentation, but there is so much information here. It gives you the job outlook, what physician assistants do, where they can work, and all that sorts of information. Here is an additional fun fact that I actually learned from joining the Health Profession Club. So a few weeks ago, a girl came in who had just got accepted into the PA program at Westfield State, and she informed me that the director for the physician assistant programs at Bay Path University, Westfield State, and Springfield College, which are all 3 schools that are local, allow students who attended any of these colleges for their undergraduates an automatic interview. That means if you did your 4-year undergraduate at Bay Path, Westfield, or Springfield, you automatically get an interview. I find this super beneficial because only 100 people a year are granted an interview after applying. This means you get an automatic opportunity out of hundreds and hundreds of people who have applied. This is already taking you one step forward in the process of getting accepted into PA school, which not a lot of people can get that advantage. It would be super beneficial to take advantage of this and be as prepared as possible for an interview. You want to really stand out because, one, it's super nice that they're already giving you the opportunity for an interview, so you want to stand out. Here I have my list of references where I found this information. I found my information from the United States Department of Labor, which was the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the School of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences at the University of Pittsburgh, the American Academy of Physician Associates, the National Commission for Certifying Agencies, and the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics again.